As I train tripped, as I took a train trip. Anywho, however it sounds, it was very interesting. Taking a train ride, just 4.5 hours from Fort Worth, Texas to Austin, Texas, and the point of view that I saw just for this trip, which I didn't think it was going to be a scenic ride. I've been to Austin many a times in my car, so I didn't think the train would give me any other views other than maybe just because it's on a train. You got houses that are by the trains. I knew I would get that point of view, right? Versus the highway. Well, I got what I wanted. I got some inspiration. I got some reading done. And I am telling you, this book is really good. They're there, and I'm reading it now because Tommy Orange is coming to Denton, Texas, which is closer to where I live, and I've joined their book club, and they don't know it yet, but I'll be there for it, and hope to get my book signed. But this is very good. I started the prologue, and I'm on page 66, so I got 66 pages read on the train. Also looking out the window, and I was able to write a few paragraphs to get the gist of what I want to write, or what I was inspired to write, basically, going on this 4.5 hour train ride. Now, the train did leave a little bit late, but still, the ride amount of time is the same. And what I saw, and what I'm inspired to write about, is the backyards of things, the porches, the front porches and back porches, and what people discard in their backyards is kind of crazy in America, in these rural towns, and it suggests some freedom to do because it's their land. You can tell the new developments, the new fences, the cookie cutter back porches. They all look like they shopped at the same Academy Outdoor Shop or Home Depot or Lowe's and got the same chair, same outdoor table, same setup, same canopy, whatever. And it all look the same, very Stepford wives, right? But then you have those people that have owned their houses for quite some time, and the train has always been in their backyard. And there's discarded mattresses and rusty cars and toys like big wheels and things from like when I was growing up. They got grass growing around it, and then their backyards are trimmed and cut. But this is behind the fence, not you know, the privacy wooden thing. These are the Americans who have been in those homes for quite some while, for some time, for quite a while, right? And it's just different. And then you've got those houses, same, look like they've been there for a while, maybe had a new roof or something, or maybe a new paint job, but the porches may be add-in or they've painted it, and directly, their front porches and the front of the house is facing the train. So either the train has been there as long as those houses, and maybe the other houses that they were I don't know, but it's just kind of weird to see that dynamic from the backyards and all the urban plants and tractors, and then land with cows and some horses, and then you get these rural little areas in these little cities that there's so much 6 to 7 cars in a backyard. Maybe one of them looks drivable. I, there was a pile of mattresses that were in this backyard, and they had a huge big yard, so they're not stumbling over, and it's not messing up their backyard. It's behind, again, the fence that you can see all into their yard, not a wooden privacy fence. It makes me wonder what's behind those privacy fences, those Stepford style homes, right? It's crazy, but I'm inspired to write about it, and I did do some writing about it, so I've started. But this train trip was to see if it was really roomy enough to go from Fort Worth all the way to California to Portland, hopefully up to Canada one day. but I really want to stick with the American trips. I want to go to the train ride to Chicago, and then all points east or whatever. And yeah, if I have to fly somewhere to catch a different train, to whatever, I want to do that because I'm so interested in that point of view. Because when I go see my sister in Amarillo, there's little towns. After you get on the off the highway, you have to go through these little towns because the towns are kind of a part of the highway. The highway is not going through the town. I mean, you got to go 35, 40, 45 miles an hour. And you're at the stoplights, and there's a little barbecue shop here. There's one over here. There's a little store here. There's some piggy, whatever. It's just crazy. But then you see all the dilapidated buildings and the antique shops and the the trucks that people are driving around in that look like they were you know around since I was born in the 60s, and it's so interesting. And I've always loved to see small towns continuing to thrive, and they got maybe one Walmart and but they don't want to move to the big cities and whatever because they got land and their cows and horses and what have you, or it's just a small town environment. And the grocery store, everybody goes there, or the one gas station, everybody goes to fill up there. The two churches maybe, at most. And I've always been interested in that. And every time the politicians talking about hard working America, y'all don't know. Y'all get out there every 4 years. Y'all get out there doing campaign time. Y'all don't know these people. You're not interested in these people. You don't see how they are surviving and trying to keep their roofs, from caving in, and right next to it is a house that's just growing weeds and it's just constantly falling down. If you constantly go, like if I go see my sister 3 or 4 more times, some of those houses that I'm watching fall into themselves from the first few times that I visited her. They're going to keep on falling. Nobody's cleaning them up. Nobody's doing anything in the city, and their elected officials that are so-called representing their states, their cities, their towns. They're they're not doing nothing. They're not petitioning for these people. They're petitioning for their paycheck and their seat and their power and their influence. America is being left behind, and it's being sold to people that don't live here. And it's been going on for quite some time. And I'm hoping all these people in these small towns that sometimes I get afraid to go into because of obvious reasons. I'm hoping that especially when I go down to some really small southern towns, and all the black people and the white people get along so well, and they all sound alike, and they all neighbors, and they all get along. I hope they hold on to their houses and to their land, and not do like some of the people in Washington and sell America to the highest bidder. Hold on, America. Hold on, America. Hold on. From the train's point of view, the back porches, the front porches, the forgotten towns, sides of towns, areas, the abandonment in America, you can see it all if you just take a moment to ride around, train ride around, walk around. You don't have to go far. Hold on. Hold on, America. Bye, y'all.